do 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 do.
So today we'll be reacting to the 2022 Ram 1500 TRX. It's a TRX, you know? They're going, but we're gonna be watching it though.
We should have been did some more videos, but it's not my fault. It's this guy's fault. So
That's real interesting.
we can go ahead.
Alright, let's get up to the video.
Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a 2022 Ram 1500 TRX with some aftermarket wheels and tires. First and foremost, so a huge shout out and thank you to National GMC here in American Fork for giving me some time with this TRX. Check out the inventory in the description down below. Let's hop right into the video. So under the hood here, we have a supercharged 6.2 liter V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 702 horsepower and then 650 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 10 around town and then 14 on the highway. And yeah, look at that thing. Look how far.
Wait,
Bruh.
what did that man just say? I think that's horrible.
Around town and then 14 on the highway.
That is horrible.
What? I was finna say, bro, this sound like Spanish to me. So what is he saying, bro?
You get 14 MBGs on the highway.
What does that mean?
Miles per gallon.
So that mean it eat up a lot of gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a Hummer right there. And
A
this
Hummer?
guy- yeah, disguised in a Ram.
And yeah, look at that thing. Look how far back that is. Pretty cool. And yes, we do have the TRX using the Raptor underneath this little thing, as you guys can see. Definitely a cool little Easter egg. But yeah, that's under the hood. Now let's go over the front end of the TRX. So first off, up here we've got the 6.2 liter supercharged badge. You've got the venting here in the center of the hood, and then you've got the functional hood scoop here with the amber lights there in the center. You've got the gigantic LED lights that were stolen from the Limited, venting off to the side, and then another.
We had the Limited he just said, those are rental when we went out this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I like that. I fell in love with it. It was a 23 Ram 1500 Limited instead of a TRX though.
Marker light here. We've got the fog lights down below with more of the parking sensors. You've got tow hooks on either side, and then you guys can see the skid plate action here on the front end. Looks super aggressive. I absolutely love how this looks in black. And you guys can see the little bit of negative offset from the aftermarket wheels and tires, and you know, it looks cool. Now coming around the side here, we've got 22-inch wheels, and wrapped around that we have 35s in the front and in the rear as well. I love the design of the wheel.
I think it's huge. I didn't know those were 35s, so maybe like 23s. I did not know those were 35s. That thing is huge.
It's all blacked out. I think it looks really cool. And like I said, this does poke out quite a bit more than like the stock tire and wheel setup, and so it just looks quite a bit more aggressive. You guys can see the front suspension here. We have the active shocks from Bilstein with the TRX. You can see the oversized fender flare here with the venting on the side. Ramp.
That's probably a crazy question, bruh. But the 4G Auto's right.
Yeah.
It's just specifically the rim. It's not the tire, right?
I don't think so. That is a specific question too. I don't think so.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
Ram logo. This one has these smaller mirrors, and then popping over here to the rear, like I said, setup's the same, but you guys can see the coil suspension, and again, those shocks from Bilstein. They're absolutely fantastic with.
It's your charger and
I
5
don't got a charger, bruh. I always want all of that.
and it from Bilstein.
I don't know. That's a good question, though. You talking about because it said on, I think it said on the car?
Yeah, say it on the back of the car.
That's a good question. I don't know. You probably right, though.
Yeah. I need to stop pausing the video.
Dampening on-road and off-road as well. And other than that, well, there's your.
I know I just said stop pausing the video to myself. But look how small that gas cap looks. For how big the car is, look at that gas cap. be holding up all the other Raptors.
Bruh, you real funny for noticing that. I guess it's all about the details.
Right. And then why it look like the body in the trunk look like a little separated? Like, shouldn't it be like in the body? Right.
Yeah, one piece.
Why do they make those separately?
Right.
And why don't the Durangos have the front end of the Ram Limited? I better stop talking.
Your full side view. So here's our key fob for the TRX. We've got the remote start, the tailgate drop down, the lock, and the unlock. We have a payload capacity of 1,257 pounds with the truck. You guys can see this one doesn't have a bedline or anything from the factory, but that's easy to add. LED lights. You've got the LED cargo light there at the top as well. And then lifting up the tailgate, it's very light, easy to get into place. And then you guys can see here at the rest of the rear.
The trunk is assisted. That's why it's so light.
I don't know why I was just fascinated by doing that, but all cars trunks open.
No, the Durango trunk don't open. I'd be pushing through the key. I'd be like, why? I'd be like, ooh, so much word. No, no, for real though. I think that the Durango should do that though.
You've got the darkened center portion here on the taillights, and then you've got the LED lights here at the fake venting. Looks cool. TRX logo there on the side. You can see that you've got the more aggressive bumpers here at the parking sensors. Crazy exhaust tips. You've got the recovery hooks there on the back end. And I guess a raindrop just fell on the camera, but that's all for the back. Now here's the door panel in the rear with the TRX. You guys can see we've got the really nice leather trim up at the top. We've got the Alcantara with the carbon fiber, more leather trim. This comes with the Harman Kardon sound system.
This interior was the exact interior from the rental.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean they saving money or something?
I wouldn't even know, bro. I don't want to lie to you, bro. You already know, bro.
Which is absolutely fantastic. I can say that confidently as a TRX owner. And then you guys can see here with the seats in the back, really nice leather seats, perforated leather here in the center, and then you got more of the Alcantara, and then you can see the gray leather insert right there. And then coming on the back of the seat, you guys can see again more leather here with the little bullet holders, and then we've got the ice buckets down below.
No, but that's anything. Bullet holders? I'll stop that right on the ads.
And you can see the storage space underneath. Heated ventilated seats here for the rear. We've got the USBs. We've got the power outlet, more carbon fiber, more cup holders, tons of fun stuff. And then also on the back of the seat, there's Alcantara. But that's all for the rear. So we go. So here's the door panel at the front. Again, you can see really nice leather with the carbon fiber, the Alcantara, more leather down below. We've got the mirrors that have blind spot monitoring. You've got more speakers for the Harman Kardon sound system. Two functions for the memory seats. Window controls. The mirrors do fold in. And then here are the seats at the front. Really nice.
They got a the panoramic roof.
That hard, bro.
No,
That hard, bro.
No, the only reason why I'm surprised is because no Dodge don't got no sunroof. Hardly any panoramic. This is about the only Dodge in about 18 years that had a sunroof. Hey, Mill, you want to say anything?
Nice leather, again with the TRX logo. You can see the really nice bolstering here with the seats, and then down below. We've got our power adjustments for the seats. Pedal layout, which is really nice now. The 2021s don't have the pedals that are this nice, so that's something for 2022 that you get. Got the adjustments for the pedals, parking brake, light control with the fog lights and the cargo light. Steering wheel is still manually adjustable, and there's where we'll look before we pop in. Now here's the steering wheel with the TRX. You've got Alcantara here at the top and at the bottom. Really nice carbon fiber trim with the leather trim here on the side. Paddle shifters here on the back. Controls for the center stack, voice command, volume controls. Cruise control here. This one does not have the adaptive cruise control package, it looks like. Radio controls here on the back of the steering wheel. Turn signal windshield wiper stock, and that's all for the steering wheel. Now here's the center gauge cluster. You guys can see just as aggressive as what you have.
That thing got a 707 horsepower engine. Will only go up to 120. Now, I know it's a speed limiter, but that's still crazy. You can at least like shorten up the gears so they like even without it, so it at least goes 120. 117? It's crazy. On 707 638 torque, pound-feet of torque. That is crazy. That is
I'm
just
lost, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Had in 2021, and in terms of any changes here, it looks like it's pretty much all the same information-wise. So that's all cool. I love how you can see the wheel articulation. That's definitely a cool thing to have. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the center stack. I guess it only has 700 miles, but I will look at the fuel economy just for fun. 10 miles per gallon, pretty good. Also, top speed 90 miles an hour.
10
Weeks
miles per hour. I mean, you heard what the dude just said.
Yeah.
thing to have. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the center stack. I guess it only has 700 miles, but I will look at the fuel economy just for fun. 10 miles per gallon, pretty good.
I don't know if that's because he's parked and the car doesn't know how many miles per gallon, and that's just how much it's going to be sitting there idling.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's just city-wise. If that's city-wise, I mess around and buy a Camaro. Can't take these.
Also,
gas
top speed
no
90 miles an hour. Weak sauce, you got to go to 118 because that's the top speed of the truck. Now here is the center infotainment system. First off, we're going to pop it into reverse. You guys can see we've got the full 360 camera system. So you've got the backup camera with trajectory lines that turn the steering wheel, and then a bunch of different camera views here as well. And then you do have like an off-road camera view, which has the kind of tire marks. So that helps out with going down a trail. Definitely a huge plus. Now this has the new version of the 12-inch display since this is a 22. So it functions similarly to the 2021 infotainment system, just a little bit different. You guys can see here for like the seats to turn those on with the climate control, it's a little bit different.
That screen is bigger than my iPad. I have the newest iPad. Look at this.
That screen definitely bigger than the iPad.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
Is that the same as like bigger than the Tesla though? Don't the Tesla sit out like that, or Tesla sit out like how the monitor is?
The new Teslas sit horizontal. The old Teslas sit vertically, but the old Teslas, no, that's not bigger than Tesla.
Yeah, it's not big. It's probably not big.
The new Teslas, that is way bigger than the Tesla.
And you know, some of the aesthetics just look a little bit different as well. Like, you know, you've got like a vehicle tab now, and then with the apps, you guys can see everything you have with this, like the performance pages, all that fun stuff. And then we do have a bunch of different drive modes that you can basically do through the infotainment system, but you can also do through, well, this button here in the center stack. And let's get into that. So yes, we are back here at the Gauge Cluster, but we have some different drive modes we can go into. We've got our, well, we went through it, custom, mud sand, Baja, sport, tow, snow. I love like just the different, and then there's the normal mode. I just love how it shows the TRX in the different drive modes, just like doing the different obstacles. I think that's so cool with the animations, if you ask me. But yeah, that's all of the different drive modes for the TRX. And again, that's with this button right here. And then we have.
Bull. So do you know what all this mean?
They got to do with the tire, like the drive style of the tires.
No, this thing, this right here.
Yeah, I thought that they don't got nothing to do with the tires.
Nope.
What they got to do?
In a normal Ram, 4-wheel drive auto, so all four of the wheels move.
Mm-hmm.
Just enables all-wheel drive. Then it's 2-wheel drive, which I cannot get the words out of my head. Which just spins the back tires.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Our off-road cruise control, stability control, and then we got our 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, axle lock, 4-wheel low, and then launch control. And you can use launch control because this truck has the 500 miles. So you just press that, and then, right, we got to be in drive, but then it'll let me, it lets you know all the stuff that you have to do. But yeah, this has launch control, which is pretty cool. Trailer brake controls, trailer steering, all of our auxiliary switches, parking sensors front and rear. Got the extra storage space here, a bunch of USBs. You can see the wireless phone charger looks a little bit different as well. Still have the shifter here in the center console. Still have the plaque here that gives you your VIN number and then the supercharger information, all that fun stuff. And then you guys can see storage space is just as good as before. Still have the
What'd you say?
It's just sitting right there, all your information. It's at the VIN, right? It's just sitting right there.
No, you said the supercharger.
No, all that. Play it.
fun stuff.
I gotta go back, so.
Wireless phone charger looks a little bit different as well. Still have the shifter here in the center console. Still have the plaque here that gives you your VIN number and then the supercharger information, all that fun stuff. And then you guys can see storage space is just as good as before. Still have the carbon fiber in the glove box, really nice leather all over the dash, right? Gives you that luxury-esque feel. Camera mirror with this truck. And then we have the power sliding window there in the rear. And this one has a full panoramic sunroof. That all being said, let's take it out and see how it drives.
That's technically not the camera though.
Wait, what you say?
Full panoramic sunroof. That all being said, let's take it. Luxury-esque feel. Camera mirror.
That's technically not. I guess because they just cut it off. So when you throw it in reverse, it go up there and don't go on the screen.
I think it do both.
Then it do both. I don't know. Alright.
Yeah, most new cars had that though.
Here with this truck. And then we have the power sliding window there in the rear. And this one has a full panoramic sunroof. That all being said, let's take it out and see how it drives.
Alright, so this is where you paused it. But see, Dodge done stuck a lot of Hellcat engines inside of a lot of normal cars. They stuck inside a four-door sedan called the Dodge Charger.
Mm-hmm.
The Challenger, the Durangos when everybody started tweaking. No, was it the Durango? No, I think the Trackhawk is when everybody started tweaking. And then they came out with a Durango Hellcat. Like when I said the Trackhawk. They done stuck it in a truck too. I'm just happy that they didn't stick it inside of a minivan or something.
Not a minivan.
That would have been anything. That sounds nice. Is that oil?
I wouldn't know what it is, but I don't think it's no oil.
I think that might be water.
Let's talk about visibility here in the TRX. You got the visibility of the hood. You guys can now see the heads-up display. Both of the mirrors. They got blind spot, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. Setting off here in the 2022 Ram TRX, and you guys know I obviously own a TRX, but something that I want to kind of test out is I haven't driven, and this is pretty much a brand new TRX. I haven't driven a brand new TRX in quite some time, and you guys know I've taken my truck off-road a bunch, I've jumped and everything. I'm curious to see if this feels any different than my truck from a driving characteristic perspective, like if I've ruined anything with the suspension and the driving with my truck by doing all of the crazy stunts I've done with it. We're of course going to pop it into sport mode because that's the fun driving mode to do. And so far, all the normal like stuff that my truck does makes sound-wise and everything, like the hood closing, the doors and everything, sounds the same. So that's a plus for TRX reliability with rallying it. Sounds so good with the supercharger. Yeah. I forgot, yeah, I haven't driven my truck in a minute, but I forgot how good this truck handles.
I see it got the little speed.
Oh yeah, the heads up display.
I don't like that, bro.
You know?
It's distracting to me. Like I'll be having to cut that off. What was they driving? I forgot what. My pops, whatever truck they was running when they came up here. I think it was like a GMC or something.
Oh yeah, the Yukon?
Yeah, the Yukon. It had that, bro, and when I drove it, I had to cut it off, but I don't like that, bro.
It's so quick. It's so quick. It's such a fun vehicle. I love the TRX because of that, right? And I mean this with the
What'd you say?
I'm laughing at what he said because he said it's fun. It's a fun vehicle.
What's wrong with that?
He's just saying it's fun, bro. I don't know.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a little funny, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't laugh at that, bro.
Okay. I didn't see.
You defending the truck?
No, I just didn't find that funny.
Yeah, whatever.
22s, it feels the same as a stock truck from an acceleration perspective. I mean, you guys can see like
You pushing that, John? Look at that skip.
it just moves.
No, that's a delay.
The truck just moves.
You saying it just ain't? It's catching up. It's catching up
No, it's just
from
a delay.
72 to 76.
New car manufacturers put delays on their speedometer for some reason. I don't see the purpose in that. I used to think what you
Bruh, my brother put. Oh, wait.
I used to think what you just said, but when I found a video recently, how they delay that, I hate that.
Oh.
No, what you?
So it's not real, huh? Okay. Now, because my brother put something on his Impala, it make it go faster. And when I drove it, it'll go like skip all the numbers. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy, bro. But he don't got it on that no more though, but he took it off. It made the Impala like real fast. Like it go to 40 like that, bro. Like that.
What you put on there?
I don't remember. It's something he bought and he put it on there. Like it's something he literally just plugged up to the car. And I drove from stop sign to like the next stop sign, bro. And I was able to do 40 like in a second. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Yeah.
So user chase.
And I'm not even into like the speed driving for real like that.
I was just talking about like ran down.
Nah, the Impala.
Yo, Impala?
He got an Impala. He
What
got
year?
a silver Impala. Man's like a 15. He's probably like a 16, 17,
I wonder if I've been missing
18
out.
something. Yeah. Come on.
There's a little bit more tire noise with these aftermarket
and the screen just
wheels
turns
and
off.
tires. I will say that compared to a stock truck, there's a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's not obnoxious or anything like that. You'd only be able to know the difference if you own a TRX like I do, and can like just instantly perceive the difference with them. Yeah, brakes feel the same. Hey, you know what? My truck's held up really well because this pretty much drives just like my my truck. Yeah, but I guess we'll get into signing things up here with the 2022 TRX after driving that for a little bit. Obviously, I got a whole series on my truck, so we don't have to do too much with this. Exterior-wise, you guys know I love the look of the TRX, and I think this with the aftermarket tires and wheels looks like how a TRX should look like. This has like this aggressive stance to it, and it looks really, really good, if you ask me. Interior-wise, it's a full-blown luxury vehicle. This one's very well optioned out. It's got all the good stuff that you want. And then driving characteristic-wise, it's an amazing daily driver. I've owned one for almost a year now, and it checks all the boxes. It's smooth, it's comfortable, it's fast. Yeah, it doesn't get great gas mileage, but I mean, if you can afford the truck, you can afford the gas for it. Overall, it's an amazing package, and driving this brand new
Oh, but that was kind of funny. That's crazy, bro.
new one, and again, 700 miles, basically brand new, shows me how good the reliability is with everything on the truck, from the engine to the shocks to the suspension, because my truck doesn't make any weird sounds or anything. That's like this truck is all the same. Everything is all the same with this. So I'm super, super impressed with the reliability of the TRX. And if you want one, again, National GMC has this one. Now let's get some things up for a video on this 2022 Ram 1500 TRX. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to National GMC.
You like that?
Yeah.
I like that too.
I'm gonna have to call me one day if I got the money.
Yeah, I do want to drive it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I at least want to ride in it. You know?
It's just a nice looking truck, plus the little, what is it called, panoramic.
Yeah.
That John hard, boy.
It
That
is.
John hard, for sure. And look nice in the little rain, little bit, man, you know, take it for a spin, feed.
You know, I hate it's just all-wheel drive. I don't know. I just hate that. I got one of these on one of the games I play. On one of these mobile games. I got one. Look at this. Yeah, I got one. I don't know. I just had to add. It looked the same. It ain't got no roof though. But I'm gonna have to catch y'all on the next video.
Do 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 do